In the culinary pantheon, croutons are almost an afterthought. Their biggest supporting role is sprinkled on a salad or maybe snuck into some pea soup. And it's easy to see why. Those dried up squares on store shelves are convenient but only serviceable at best. That all changes now. After watching this video, you'll know how to make the best croutons you've ever had right in your own home. Let's get at it. Hello and welcome to I Want to Cook. My name is Chef Matt and this channel is all about helping you be a better cook no matter your skill level. And today we are talking about the humble crouton. But after watching this video, it won't be so humble anymore. In fact, these things are so good you might be snacking on them as they are. Now, a little crouton 101, all the crouton is a piece of bread that has been cooked. Usually it's baked in an oven or maybe sauteed in a pan, but by cooking it, you dry it out. Sometimes herbs are added to kind of give them a little extra flavor, and they are considered a garnish, again, usually for a salad or a soup. And croutons are a great use for an older loaf of bread that is kind of heading towards staleness. Now, when you make your own croutons at home like we are today, you can use any type of bread that you like, and you can make them in any shape. Usually they're rectangles, but it's your call. You can make them large or small, even in little discs. And here's a little pro tip for you if you are gonna make croutons at home, and I hope you will after watching this video. Look for bread on the clearance rack of your local grocery store. These are usually in back, maybe in some carts, and I can almost guarantee that there will be a loaf of bread back there. In fact, I saw one just yesterday for 62 cents. And again, this is a great use for an older loaf of bread. It kind of gives it new life. I've been making croutons at home for a while now, and I do it specifically because I'm gluten-free. So for me, it'd be hard to find gluten-free croutons at the store that didn't cost a fortune. So I just use a gluten-free loaf of bread and I get gluten-free croutons. And now the best way I found to make them so far is actually in one of these, an air fryer. It only takes about 10 minutes and you will get the crispiest, crunchiest, most delicious croutons you've ever had. So let's make some croutons. So I have 7 slices of bread here, and we are just gonna cut these up into croutons. So again, you can make these any size, any shape you want, but I'll just go with kind of a standard crouton size. So we're gonna begin by just kind of cutting through this loaf here, through this bread. And we'll just do this just like this. How do you like those ambidextrous knife skills, huh? I'm left-handed, but actually I use a right hand for other tasks like scissors and using a knife, so go figure. Okay, now we'll just turn this and we'll do the same thing. We'll just kind of cut through this loaf here. It's okay if a few of them dive off, and just like this. This does not have to be perfect. You just want some nice hearty chunks. Now we'll gather them all and put them all into a bowl. This is actually a newer loaf of bread. Ideally, you'd be using a loaf of bread that, again, is a little bit older, but even if you have like a new loaf of bread, that's fine. Okay, so I've got my bread pieces here, and now we are just gonna put a nice, generous amount of olive oil. I'm using probably a few tablespoons here. You could also use melted butter, but you do need some sort of fat to permeate these bread pieces and really kind of get down in there. So just kind of move them around. Okay, that looks pretty good. We'll give them a shake. Now, if you wanted it to be really plain, you could be good to go and just use it as these are. But I've also got a little bit of salt and pepper that I've kind of just portioned out here. We're gonna sprinkle over the top. And I've also got some dried parsley. You could use any sort of dried herbs that you like. You could use oregano, thyme, basil, really anything you like. Even some garlic powder or garlic salt would be really good in these. And again, we'll just kind of give these a toss. And now we'll pop them into our air fryer. Okay, we'll load them into the bin here. See, we got them all in our bin. And we are going to cook these at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 10 minutes. So plug this in here. Okay, we'll let these guys go and we'll give them a shake periodically and kind of check on them, especially toward the end to make sure that they're not burning. we're just past the halfway point. I want to show you what these croutons look like so far. And as you can see, they are coming along really nicely. Now, if you like your croutons a little bit, well, I guess on the softer side, you can stop right here. Again, this is your preference. I like mine really crispy and really crunchy, so I'm gonna let these go for a few more minutes. These are looking and smelling great already. Okay, these have actually only been cooking for about 8 minutes, but they look perfect to me. So let me show you what I'm talking about. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? We have transformed that bread into these crispy, delicious croutons in no time. But most importantly, let's see how they taste. So we'll dump them back into our bowl here. Don't these look fantastic? My gosh. And they are crispy. They are just, this is just so much better than store-bought. And again, for me, what's so great is that these are gluten-free. So if you're gluten-free like me, this is the easiest way to do gluten-free croutons. But otherwise, you can make croutons from any type of bread, sourdough bread or wheat bread or whatever you like. Okay, let's take a bite here. This is my version of fast food. So good. So that's how to make homemade croutons in 10 minutes or less in an air fryer. Try this out. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. Again, you can use these on salad, soups, or, well, to be honest with you, these are so good that I just kind of snack on them as is. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Welcome to my kitchen. I am so glad that you are here. Until next time, I hope you want to cook.